But speaking of teams, we're getting Al, coach here in a minute, having a little technical difficulty. But I want to go over our SEC West predictions.
Oh, let's do it.
Y'all want to hop in there?
Okay.
Then listen.
Let's do a deep dive.
A&M's playing right now.
You're gonna get.
Well, they're playing. I did this perfectly. They're playing a college baseball game right now. All right, here's what I got. We're gonna start with mine because that's how we roll around here. Bama's going undefeated, 8-0.
What?
Surprise, surprise. Bama's gonna win the West. I'd be surprised if they lost the game. They've got some tests, obviously, but they're gonna have the best team. Number 2, give me Arkansas. And the reason is this. So people say, oh, Jake, you're overhyping Arkansas. I'm not overhyping Arkansas, Cone. People like Cone tell me that. You want to know why? Because I believe in KJ Jefferson. I believe in Bumper Pool. I believe in the vets that they're bringing back. I believe in bringing back both coordinators. I believe in Sam Pittman is the best fit you'd find even with a jigsaw puzzle piece. So I'm going to Arkansas 6-2, and if you look at the schedule, I'm over here.
To Bama.
I've got. Hold on. I'm gonna get my papers out. I've got them losing to. Pull up their schedule. I've got Arkansas losing to Bama, obviously, because I've got Bama going 8-0, and at Auburn, I believe.
They have South Carolina at home.
Win.
Okay. Texas A&M at the neutral
site. AT&T. Win.
Bama at home.
Loss.
Mississippi State on the road.
Win.
Auburn on the road.
Loss.
LSU at home.
Win.
Ole Miss at home.
Win.
Missouri on the road.
Win. Tell me they're not going 6-2. They got the best chance. So I got Arkansas 6-2, then A&M 4-4. You're a year away. So before you guys go nuts on me, and I've shown a lot of love to A&M and Jimbo, they're going 4-4 this year. Let's read the schedule.
Ready?
Read the schedule. Read A&M.
All right, just doing SEC games.
All right.
All right, you got you start first SEC game will be Arkansas at home.
No, it's neutral site and it's
neutral
a loss.
site. That's a lot. You go to State.
I think they're going to lose that game. Mississippi State Mississippi State always does this. They always do this, at least with Mike Leach. They're going to win some they shouldn't and lose some that they shouldn't. They're going to beat A&M at home earlier in the year. Will Rogers, don't call him Mr. Rogers.
Will's nice. Will's nice, but I don't know. I don't think State will be good.
I mean, he's right. Mike Leach figures out a way to do this every year, but you just don't know. Yeah. Since you can't rely on which times he's going to do it, you don't know which games he's going to win.
Sometimes you got to say win.
You just got to roll that dice.
All right, you go to Alabama.
That's a loss.
You go to South Carolina.
That's a win.
You got Rebels at home.
It's a win.
You got the Gators at home.
Win.
You go to Auburn.
Loss.
You got LSU at home.
Win. It's 4-4. It's 4-4. Then I got Auburn going 4-4. All right, I know there's a lot of 4-4s. I think it's going to be a log jam in the middle. I think it's that wide open underneath Alabama. So Auburn's going 4-4, not as bad as what people think. Hit me,
ready?
Line.
All right, you got Mizzou at home.
Win.
LSU at home.
Win.
You got Georgia on the road.
Loss.
Go to Ole Miss.
Loss.
You got Arkansas at home.
Win.
Go to State.
Loss.
You got A&M at home.
Win.
Then you go play Alabama on the road.
A game you will lose, unfortunately.
Wait,
but
so
it'll probably
you
be close enough
have
to piss me
Auburn
off.
beating Arkansas?
Got Auburn beating Arkansas at home. I've got Arkansas. I got Auburn basically sweeping at home. I've got Auburn sweeping at home. They're different at home, and again, you know,
it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
You better beat Penn State.
Big Zach Calzada guy, huh?
No, well, I think he's going to win the job.
Hey, he's a tough kid, man.
All right,
he has a win over Alabama.
Schedule?
Yep, let's do LSU.
All right, you got State at home.
Wait, I got LSU at 4-4 as well. That's a win.
Okay, you go to Auburn.
Loss.
At Tennessee at home.
Win.
Go to Florida.
Win.
You got the Rebels at home.
Win.
Bama at home.
Loss.
You go to Arkansas.
Loss.
You go to Texas A&M.
Loss. It's 4-4. And then Ole Miss. Lane and the boy Jackson. I'm going to try and throw some darts, but also Luke Altmaier as well. Little Rebel action.
All right. First SEC game will be Kentucky at home.
Win.
You go to the Fighting Commodores.
That's a win.
Okay. Auburn at home.
Win.
You got LSU on the road.
Loss.
You got A&M on the road.
Loss.
You got Bama at home.
Loss.
You go to Arkansas.
Loss.
You got State at home.
Win. It's 4-4. Then Mississippi State goes 2-6. It's what it's going to be. To quote Vicky Valancourt, it's what it's going to be.
What I take out of all that is just that Mississippi State game against A&M. I mean, if you hit that, you're going to look like a genius, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's in Starkville. The cowbells will be rang-a-lang-a-lang.
That's true. Mike Leach, he is a witch. All right, bring mine up.
Bring up Blaine
Bring up
Nazium.
the correct list. Okay, here we go. Surprise, surprise, guys. Bama's undefeated.
Look,
I don't know if a game will be close.
I'm right there with you.
To be honest, I got A&M going 7-1, losing to Bama. You know why? I believe in Max like that. I just believe in the kid.
too.
The crafty lefty, I mean, he did a lot of nice things at LSU, and LSU's offensive line was atrocious. They'll be pretty good up front at A&M. Get him under Jimbo. I mean, Jimbo's a scientist. He's a witch. He knows how to do it. I believe in Max. I think they lose one game, and that's against Bama. That's it. I'm on the A&M hype, baby.
But you got Arkansas going 6-2 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Arkansas losing to Bama and A&M.
Okay.
I mean, those are the two. Ole Miss, I got Lane and the boys going 4-4.
I agree with that 100%.
I mean, I going 4-4. I always they'll keep it steady. Okay. Then LSU 3-5. LSU will have the athletes, but I don't think you'll have a quarterback this year to win you those games. I got you losing to Tennessee at home. I know that. I believe in Tennessee this year. I believe in Tennessee this year. Then we'll go to Auburn. Auburn fans, I don't want to hear the delusion. We're lucky to win 2. We'll be lucky to win 2. I really do.
It's tough out there.
It is. It's
hard out there.
I don't believe in the quarterback room. I don't believe in the offensive line. I mean, we got a couple good D linemen. Who plays receiver? No one really knows anymore. So we'll see. I mean, we'll find out Penn State. I believe that's week 3. That's at home, but we'll find a way to lose that. Then 2-6. Mike Leach. I mean, they'll win 2. I got him beating Auburn, and I think maybe LSU if that game's at home. Will Rogers will do enough, but I mean, sooner or later, I mean, you just got to get better in the trenches.
Yeah,
I like it.
Even though Charles Cross was.
Bring it up.
It's not there anymore.
Bring it up.
It's true. All right, Coney.
A lot of similarities here. Alabama 8-0 like you guys, Mississippi State at the bottom of the pack like you guys, and I also have Ole Miss going 4-4. But let's talk about some of the differences. You were talking about maybe I didn't believe in Arkansas, but I have them 6-2 just as you do. I just have A&M going 7-1. I think they lose to Alabama, and that's it. I think that Jimbo figures out a way.
Y'all are really on A&M hard. Y'all are really hyping them up.
Look, their recruiting class told me enough. You put Max under Jimbo Fisher. I'm telling you, Max can spin that thing.
I've been a big Max Johnson guy.
Ole Miss, Florida, and LSU all at home. Okay, I think one of the interesting ones to watch here is Arkansas at Auburn on October 29th. That's going to be an interesting game.
Might be slaughtering.
I mean, Ole Miss is Texas A&M, LSU, and Arkansas. Another thing I was going to point out here is LSU is at A&M, at Arkansas, at Florida, and at Auburn. I mean, that's tough.
Tough road to hoe.
So very similar to you, except I actually have Auburn beating LSU at home.
I've got Auburn beating LSU at home as well. I think Auburn, Blaine, read me Auburn's home games again in the SEC. I don't think I have them losing a home game.
Oh, and while he's doing that, here's Mississippi State. Home against Texas A&M and Arkansas, but those still going to be tough games. At LSU, Bama, and Ole Miss, and then your out-of-conference games are Georgia.
I'm pretty sure I have Auburn winning that.
Or you're out of the East, or Georgia and Kentucky.
Really?
Okay.
All right. Just give me the home SEC games.
Okay, you got Mizzou at home.
Win.
At LSU at home.
Win.
At Arkansas at home.
Win.
You got A&M at home.
Win. They're going to go undefeated at home in the SEC. They'll go undefeated at home, and they'll lose every game on the road in the SEC.
You think Auburn beats Texas A&M and Arkansas
at home,
and LSU?
Yes, at home.
Woo!
Yes, I do. You want to know why? Because I've voted for Auburn for a long time. Here's what Auburn do. They'll give you hope early. They'll run through Mercer, beat San Jose State.
They got Penn State.
They'll beat Penn State week 3. They'll beat Missouri. They'll look great against Missouri week 4. That's when you'll start hearing, is Auburn a top 15 team? That's when we'll start hearing that. Then LSU will come in. Auburn will beat LSU at home. Everybody will freak out. Everybody will think Brian Harsin is the greatest thing of all time. And then you know what's going to happen? It's going to go like this.
It sounds
because the back half of that schedule, guess what? Let me tell you a story about the time you took the kids, the wife, you packed up, and you went on the road to hell. That's what's coming.
It sounds like Auburn has a lot of Michigan in them then.
I wouldn't say that. Look, I wouldn't.
Bo Nix covered up for a lot of problems for that Auburn team last year. A lot of problems. I watched us almost lose to Georgia State.
Yeah.
On a last-second play.
And then should have beat Bama.
I'm telling you. And it's not like we just went in the transfer portal and just got the guy. Here's the best one. You know what you called him, Dave? The first thing when he signed to Auburn? What was he? Dave? What did you say about him?
He's a tough guy.
He's a tough guy.
More importantly, he has a win over Alabama.
That means we're about to maybe win
Shouldn't you be excited about that if you're an Auburn fan?
2 SEC games.
I don't want you to just be tough. I want them to say, you know what? You know his best attribute?
He's good at throwing.
Is throwing and running and operating an offense. Not, well, the kid's tougher than a $2 steak. Well, we're going to lose.
Well, this schedule's tough.
Yeah, this schedule's way more than tough. What's the Booster Club saying and why are they agreeing with me?
Jimbo Eagle says Mississippi State shocks the world in 2022.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Please expound on that, please.
Expound on that, please.
Yeah.
Jimbo Eagle. Kyle Jenkins says the SEC West teams may show up and defend Saban this year. If you can't beat him, pick on him just like Jimbo did.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
All right, who does Mississippi State beat? Okay, let's go through this.
Yep.
Did we go through the schedule?
Let's go through it again.
Because we each have them at least winning 2, and someone has them winning 1.
Cone has them
I had
going 1 and 7.
one,
Okay.
which was
Keeping it extra unsteady.
LSU on the road.
They're losing
Loss.
that.
Okay, I was just waiting for answers, fellas. Quit yelling at me. All right, you got A&M at home,
loss,
Arkansas at home.
Win.
loss.
No, I got Mississippi State beating A&M at home.
That's right. All right, go to Kentucky.
I mean, that's a
I had him winning this
dogfight.
game.
That's a
I had
loss.
him
I have
winning
a
this
loss.
game.
That's a loss.
I had him winning this game.
That's a loss.
All right, then you go to Bama.
Next.
Then you have Auburn at home.
That's the one
I got him winning this
I have
game.
him winning.
I watched us blow a 20.
I've got Auburn losing this game. I've got Auburn losing
Yeah.
every round.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's
You
right.
do.
Then
So
you
we
got
have Mississippi State
Then you
winning.
got Georgia at home.
Slaughter.
Then you go to Ole Miss.
You lose.
You lose.
You lose. So I again feel great about it.
All right, Brad Mader's in the chat.
Big Brad.
Bama's going to lose at least one game in conference. Bama has only gone undefeated in conference 3 times since 2010. Was probably about to be 4.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you've gone undefeated in the conference 3 times in 2010. It's pretty
Brad,
good.
tell us who did they lose to, though?
Yeah, Brad. Who do they lose to, Brad? B-Rad G.
I mean, here, I'll pull up Alabama's schedule.
Are they from the Boo?
In conference schedule, they open it up with Vanderbilt at home. I assume he doesn't
Dude,
have
who
that.
scheduled
That-
that?
yeah, that'll be that.
You want
On
to
the
talk
road-
about just ruining people's
In some
season?
states, that'll be considered assault.
Yeah.
Bama on the road at Arkansas and then at home against Texas A&M back-to-back weeks. That is interesting. Then they do go to Tennessee. They have Mississippi State at home, on the road to LSU, on the road to Ole Miss, and then obviously the Iron Bowl.
Look, the most important person this year for Alabama, the 2 most important people, who are they?
The bus
They're
driver?
the bus driver and the pilot.
Okay.
Fly the plane good, land it, drive the bus good, park it, just to get us to the game. That's the game that Bama plays. We brought them in, we developed them, you get them to the game,
Well,
here's some Chick-fil-A.
Here's my question then. If you have them going undefeated in conference and you've already said that they're going to beat Texas, you have them going undefeated.
Yeah, they're not losing.
Okay.
You know how they always say that there's that player on the team that has a ton of potential and that if he works extra hard,
Yeah,
he
that's
can
what
be
they
great?
said about me a
Yeah,
lot.
that's not them. Yeah, that's not them.
That's not you. What did he say?
Yeah,
you have to work extra hard.
He said you're gonna have to work extra hard to be below medium. All right, one more for the Booster Club, and then we're gonna get to the break.
Robert
Get
Smith says
outboard.
Vandy being the first game on Bama's schedule is the reason we need the pod system.
Look, Vandy's gonna have to play people anyways. Like again, Vandy should change their name to Bye. That's what they should be. Just the bye. It's a bye week.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Like you want the truth?
That's just
Hey,
that's hateful.
Hey, that's down here, man.
Yeah,
No, it's
that's
not.
low. That's
They
even
tied-
low
That's
for you,
beneath-
buddy.
They couldn't even win their spring game. They tied.
That's beneath you, okay?
They did.
It's not beneath.
They're
me.
going to win. They're going to go
It's-
4-4. Wait till we do the East schedule.
If Vanderbilt,
Look, if Vandy
Wins
played
4
Auburn,
games
if
against
Vandy
you.
played
Oh, we're
Auburn
talking
this
about
year, who
football?
knows?
Oh, we were talking about football.
Who knows?
What'd you just say?
It'd be a barn burner. Who knows?
what'd you just say?
Probably be 3-6 going into the 4th.
Vandy played Auburn?
Don't
Yeah.
ever look at me and say that again.
Well, that's the truth.
Oh, also, guys, I forgot what day it was.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
please.
On a Tuesday.
I'm sorry.
Hey everybody, if you like what you're hearing, go ahead and ring that bell. We're excited to be here. It's Crane and Company live 2 to 3 Central daily. Ring that bell. I want to hear it from coast to coast.